Hello guys, welcome to the channel. This video is part of exception handling concepts video series. In this video, we will have a look on several scenarios in which predefined exceptions are raised and how these exceptions can be handled in PLSQL programs. So guys, let's get started. Let's try to add an anonymous block here in which we will raise our exception of type no data found. Simply we will use raise command to raise the exception. Now we have written our code. Let's try to run this code. On the script output, we are able to see that the error report is there, which is showing no data found at line number 3. Line number 3 is there where we have written our raise command, and there is no cause and action for this particular error that we are facing in this code. And on the output, we are able to see line 1. Line 1 is written before the raise command, and we are able to observe here that the line that is written outside after the raise statement is not executed because once the PLSQ block raises an exception, the lines after that particular exception point are not executed by the runtime engine. So this is the part where we are able to raise our exception. Now to handle this particular exception, we will use exception block so that this particular program can run completely without throwing any error to the output environment. For this, we will use the exception handling. As I've already told you that in order to handle the exceptions, we need to add the exception sections in our PLSQL blocks, and inside the exception sections, we need to add the exception handlers. So in this case, I am adding the no data found type exception handler, and in that handling part, I am writing a code to output that the exception that is of type no data found has been handled. So now I have handled the exception of type no data found in our anonymous block. Let's try to run it. We are able to see anonymous block on our output screen, and on console we are able to see line number 1 and directly the exception handling part, that is the DBMS output showing no data found has been handled. So now in this code we are able to observe one thing, that still after handling the exception, we are not able to execute the lines that are written after the point where the exception is raised. This is because once the exception is raised by the program, the control goes directly to the exception handler and is not returned to the line next to the point where the exception is raised. So this is all about the exception handling of type no data found, but this is not the right thing to do because the no data found exception is of type predefined, and these are raised by the Oracle database itself. So to create a scenario in which the no data found is raised by the Oracle database, let's create a table and do the querying there. Let's create a table called handle exceptions, in which I will be adding two columns. Let's say call A of type number and call B of type varchar2. And we will not put any data in this table as we need to raise an exception that will be of type no data found. In this we will add a where condition in which we will be saying that fetch those records where the call a is equals to 1, and we will be fetching both the columns, that is call a and call b, into our local variables. Let's name them as call a, we call a, and we call b. As we are using local variables, we need to declare them, and to declare local variables we need to add the declaration section in our anonymous block. This will be of type number because we call call a column is of type number, and this will be of type varchar to 100. We have written our code in which there is an implicit cursor having a query in which the handle exception table is being queried for a where condition of call equals to 1, but this particular table is not having any record currently, so this particular select statement will raise a exception of type no data found. If this particular exception handler is not there in the code, let's try to have a look on what will happen. Let's run it, and we are able to see the error report on the output, and in the console we are able to see the first line only. It is line number 2 is not executed by the PLSQL program. This is because we have not handled the exception in our code, and this particular select statement is raising an exception. Once we add the exception handling part here in our program, we are able to see the script output that will be showing anonymous block completed. Let's try to run this. As you can see that the output screen is showing anonymous block completed, and on the output console we are able to see line 1 and the exception handling part, that is no data found, has been handled, because once the exception is raised by the select statement, the exception handler of type no data found was executed. So this way we are able to handle the exception in our code, and we are able to run the program without any failure. As you can see in this case that the line number 2 is not executed. This is because once the exception is raised by the PLSQL code, the command goes to the exception handling part, and no output is executed and no command is executed after that. Suppose this particular begin and end block is of type nested, then we are able to execute those lines that are outside the nested block. Let's say here we are having some lines as well. Let's say line number 3 is there, and here we are having line number 4. Now we will run the code again in order to see the control flow of the PLSQL program. First we have line number 1 for line number 6 here, and after that the exception is raised in this line number 7. After that the command goes to the exception handling part, in which this particular line showing no data found has been handled is printed on the console. After that the command directly goes to line number 15, in which the output is line number 3, and after that the normal flow will be executed for this particular PLSQL program. And let's try to have a look on another exception type, that is too many rows. Too many rows are exceptions that being raised by the PLSQL program in case of implicit cursor returning more than one record. To create a scenario for this, we will insert two records in our handled exceptions table. We will be inserting the same record because we are creating a scenario for too many rows. Now let's try to run this query outside our anonymous block to see what it is returning actually. It is returning two rows for the where condition call equals to 1, because both the rows are having value 1 for column A. So in this case it will be raising the exception of type too many rows. Let's try to run this program to see the output. As you can see that the error report is there, which is showing exec fetch returns more than requested number of rows. This is the error message that comes when we are not able to handle the exceptions of type too many rows in our implicit cursors. Now we will handle the exception in our exception handling part by adding an exception handler of name too many rows. In this case, we will change the error message saying that too many rows has been handled. Let's try to run our program now. We are able to see that the program runs in a proper manner, and on the output we are able to see that the exception handler of type too many rows is executed, showing too many rows has been handled. So this is the exception type too many rows. Now we will have a look on more common exception type, that is others. Let's say we add a exception handler of others type, in which we say that the output must be that the others has been handled. Now we will run our program to see the output, whether it is changed or not. It is not changed because it is showing same that too many rows has been handled. It is not executing this others has been handled because the PLSQL engine checks whether the exec match is there or not for the exception name. If the match is there, then that particular exception handler is executed and others is not executed. Suppose if the too many rows exception handler is not there, then what will happen? In that case, the others type exception handler will be executed and we will be able to see the others has been handled. As you can see that on the output screen it is showing others has been handled. So guys, this is all about handling exceptions of type predefined. In the next video we will have a look on user defined exceptions. Thanks for watching the video.